This video is going to be about file paths. File paths are very, 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 very important because things you do, if you write a file path wrong, it's going to fail and you're not going to know why. Maybe all of your commands will be perfect, but if your file path isn't correct, it'll fail. And that's just, it's extremely annoying when you do very good programming or scripting or whatever, and it fails just because of a file path. So what you see here is a file path. Your current drive, and then the folders you're in. You can think of these as directories or folders. It's the same thing. It's just different names. There's the command cd, which is very important. You can either use this to go forward a directory, like Pascal is my username. So if I wanted to go to my desktop, then I could say cd desktop. But if I wanted to go back to Pascal, you're just thinking, oh wow, now how do I get back? It's pretty easy actually. All you have to do is cd ... Because what a ... is it means go back one directory. And a dot means stay in this current directory. Like if I did cd ... it'd just stay here, which is actually kind of dumb in a way, but I'm sure it can be useful. It is useful when you're doing longer file paths, which I'll probably show you at one point. Another important aspect of this is dir. This just is a directory listing, so it lists everything in this directory. So everything that's in the Pascal folder, it will show all the files and all the other directories, which are folders. So if I just hit dir, it'll show everything here. But maybe I don't want to just to show everything. Maybe that'd be annoying for me. So what I can also do is use different switches. If I said dir star .exe, then it would show only the things that end in exe, which I don't have anything. But the star is also important in file paths. Star, when you use it in command prompt, it just means anything. Anything that it finds, it will use. So basically what this command does is it looks in this directory for all the directories that have any name but end in .exe. You could also do it in a way that it contains any name, any file, whatever, by doing star and then what you want it to contain. Like I see one up here called desktop. If I wanted to just contain desktop, I could type the whole desktop and still find it, but this is just to show how it works. Dot star, so it can have any extension, then it'll find just desktop, because it found anything containing desktop in it. We could also do anything starting with D. D-I-R, wow, I can't type today. D star dot star. And this will list everything starting with D. So there's a lot of things you can do with the wildcard, I'm sorry, which is a star. You can also do a question mark. This means that it will accept up to 3 characters. So anything that's at least 3 characters and ends in exe will show up when I do this. So if it's 3 characters or less, then and ends in exe, then it would have shown up here. I don't have anything like that, so hopefully this hasn't been too confusing for you, but this is pretty important stuff, and I'll probably be using it again, and then you'll probably be able to grasp it a bit better, or how it would be useful at least. But I found it's a pretty easy syntax, so it can be important, and file paths are extremely important. And also, yeah, I actually forgot this one. Let's say we go all the way back to the C drive, and I want to get to Pascal all in one jump, or I want to get to my desktop all in one jump. Then you could say cd users / you always use backslashes in file names, always, or else it's going to fail and you're not going to know why. And you're going to be really annoyed with yourself after you play with this for 2 hours and you figure out, oh, it was just a slash, and you'll want to fight a small child. That's usually what ends up happening. My little brother, for instance. Then you can just use Pascal, since that's my name, and desktop. Then you can do it all in one jump without having to type a bunch of CDs to go up the current directory. See, then I go right to desktop. So that's a very important one as well. And I'll be using that in probably my next video even. So remember this stuff, and it is important.